The Sunset Strip Music Festival held their third annual 3-day event celebrating the Sunset Strip and its rich musical history and influence on numerous generations of artists and fans alike. 2010 kicked off with a very special tribute event honoring legendary Guns N' Roses guitarist Slash for his many contributions to the history of the Sunset Strip. During the festival from Thursday, August 26th to Saturday, August 29th, performances took place in historic venues like the Roxy, the House of Blues, the Cat Club, Whiskey A Go-Go, Key Club, and the Viper Room. The highlight of the festival was on Saturday. Sunset Boulevard was closed down as 2 stages hosted the likes of the Smashing Pumpkins, Slash with special guests Fergie and Miles Kennedy, Common, Kid Cudi, Travie McCoy, Semi-Precious Weapons, Neon Trees, and Big B. Clearly one of the best moments of this year was the Smashing Pumpkins, who packed the main stage performing a few of their most famous hits like 1979, Today, and Tonight Tonight, as well as songs off of their upcoming new album, Tea Garden by Kaleidoscope. Artisan News caught up with Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins just before the band's headlining set to get his thoughts on performing at the 2010 Sunset Strip Music Festival and why you can pinpoint 3 separate musical scenes to come out of the Sunset Strip.
It's not every day you close down like a world-famous street. And I know that what it must have taken to get permits and stuff just to make this whole thing get started. So we're really excited. I know it's a big deal for me. It's definitely a big deal for the band. So, in my eyes, you can point to 3 credible music scenes that came out of here: the '60s psychedelic movement, Doors, Birds, Love, Electric Prunes. Then you can point to the '70s, the Eagles, and that whole movement. Obviously, later version Birds. What are they called? Country rock or whatever, and then obviously GNR and the whole whatever that was, the everything destroying everything in their path version of rock and roll, which was awesome, and we're still seeing echoes of that. So, there must be something right about this area that sort of generates that kind of energy and momentum.
Slash, who kicked off the festival with a performance with Lemmy Kilmister's rockabilly band, the Head Cat, as well as playing the main stage, talked about how special it was for him to be a part of the 2010 festival, adding that he got his start on the Sunset Strip and was raised by parents who used to hang out on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood.
I think it's really cool that they're drawing a lot of attention here, and just because this is one of the coolest parts of Los Angeles. And, I think it's great. It brings rock and roll into it. It just livens the whole place up.
Artisan News also caught up with Tyler Glenn of Neon Trees to get his thoughts on being a part of the festival, considering the rich musical tradition of the Sunset Strip.
It's a legendary strip, and it's part of rock and roll, and it's part of history, so we're glad to be a part of it as well. So much happened in the heyday of rock and roll, and I think that's why. And there's so much legend and story behind it. So.
A few of the other artists participating in the 2010 Sunset Strip Music Festival included Adler's Appetite, Wicker, Billy Boy on Poison, Tomorrow's Bad Seeds, Nikki and Rich, and Subliminal Seeds.